Sharon here. I am so glad to be back with you, and I want to take a minute to tell each and every one of you thank you so much from the deepest part of my heart. I've got the most beautiful cards and messages ever wishing me well, and thank you so much. I so appreciate it. Mwah! Your baby dolls, you know I love you. But yes, I'm feeling much better. I'm kind of recuperating still, but hey, I'm on it, girls, okay? Now, today, we're gonna have a Q&A day. You know, I'm sitting here with like over 715 questions. It's gonna take me forever to answer all of your questions, but bear with me, I'm trying to work it all in, okay? All right, let's start with number 1. Said Sharon, this sounds like an unusual question, but I sweat profusely under my arms. How can I possibly reduce this issue without caking on tons and tons and layers of deodorant that show on all of my tops? What is your answer to this problem? I have tried every deodorant on the market and nothing is working, even deodorant for men. Well, there's several things you can do. Let me tell you the number 1 thing, because I consulted the derm for your problem, okay? And she said, Botox. Seriously. Botox given under the arms cuts down all the perspiration and sweat. And that is the cheapest way out, girlfriends. Can I tell you? Can you just imagine for, almost 6 months not perspiring at all under your arms? For a cool $175 to $200. Yes, ma'am. Because add up what you're using in deodorant. But Botox is the answer. That is highly used for people that have perspiration issues, okay? No more sweating, girls, for you, okay? And ready. Number 2. Y'all gonna love this one. Dear Sharon, I see so many young girls right now having sugar daddies, as they call it, more than ever before in our history. Is this a huge trend, and how are we older single women expected to ever find love if all of these older men are dating super young women and even girls in college? I mean, what can we do to focus on, this shift in this generation norm, and how do we gain our respect back for older women and what we have to offer without seeming so desperate? Our clock is ticking, and I'm afraid my time to find love is quickly running out, and I need to raise the white flag and hang it over to the younger women. No, girlfriend, let me tell you something. And I say no, don't push it over to the younger women. But you are right. I will tell you this, I think this trend is much more popular now than it has ever been before. So many of our, let's say, young women that are going to college cannot finance college. So they're finding sugar daddies to basically give them money for their company, if you will, or escort, or whatever, just so they can pay their college tuition. Some young women out there are simply not making what they need on their jobs, and they're finding sugar daddies to, subsidize them. I know for a fact that there are some women in their 40s that are not quite empty nesters yet, but that are supporting children by themselves, and they are strictly escorts. Now, when I say strictly escorts, I'm talking about they will go out to dinner or go to an event with a gentleman, and they are paid for that and nothing else. There's a difference between prostitutes and escorts, believe it or not, this day and time. And I did a lot of research on this before I answered this question, because I thought, gosh, every time you turn around, everybody's got sugar daddies, yeah. But no, this isn't cutting down on what we need, because let me tell you something. When you get to, let's say, 47 and up, you're finding that men are not interested in taking their money and giving it to some young sweet thing because they know it's not going to be forever. They're looking for someone to settle down with, to have a relationship with and get married and see your way on out the door in your, older years. So I think what you need to do is to strictly concentrate on finding available gentlemen, and I'm seriously, 47 and up. If you go any younger than that, and I would even venture to say 50 and up, because that's where you're going to find men that are very, very serious about this without having to put out a lot of money, okay? I mean, we can't go back and find us a sugar daddy. We're too dadgum old, okay? And personally, I wouldn't want to have to go. That's so dishonest, is to just date somebody just to get their money. And what does it make us women look like? It makes us look like that we are not empowered enough to take care of ourselves, all right? Nor do we have the self-respect to carry on. I think it's a real cop-out, personally, to have a sugar daddy. That's what I think. As an empowered woman myself and a coach that empowers women, I can tell you, if you can't take care of yourself and get up off your lazy butt and make something out of your life and continue your education and learn and find programs to get into, then I really feel sorry for you, okay? And that's a real problem up here, and maybe you need some counseling. But I'm not going to say anything about these younger girls because karma is a bitch, you know what I mean? Girls, and this always comes back. I think they're going down the wrong path and the wrong way. So let's guide our children to do the right thing, okay, while these others are out there losing their minds, if you will. But for you ladies, definitely have enough self-respect, know you deserve better, and get out there and put it out there. And when I say put it out there, show them that you have gorgeous hair, gorgeous skin, a gorgeous heart, you dress nice and appropriately. And when I say appropriately, you don't want to dress like these college students trying to get these sugar daddies, okay? And this is the way you're going to attract more people. This is when you've really got to concentrate on what's in here, too. It's kind of the whole package deal. But this in here, you've got to really have that confidence in yourself. But thanks for your question, and that was interesting. Never had one quite like that before, but that was pretty good. That's interesting. That's the truth, though. That is a major trend right now. When I checked into it, I was a little shocked. Moving right along, ladies. Okay, number 3. Dear Sharon, my name is Mark, and I am an engineer, and I am fascinated by your channel and hacks. If I could ask one question, and this may seem bizarre, but if you could invent or create at least 2 items, brand or products, what would they be and why? Huh, never gotten a question like this. Hi, Mark. An engineer, huh? Now let me ask you this, are you available? Because I have a lot of ladies out here that are looking for a nice engineer, okay? But moving right along, okay, ladies, this is going to seem real bizarre. If I could invent something right now, Mark, that I think would totally help all women of all kind, it would be a mask for the vagina or our little tutu area. And I'm serious. I know y'all are going to laugh. You all ladies are probably sitting back saying, she did not say that. She did not go there. Now, yes, I did. Let me tell you why. And I've been working on this project, by the way, for about 2 years. No matter how much we wax, okay, or we shave, we get a little ingrown, hairs in our growing, and everything needs to stay soft and supple and prevent ingrown hairs and what have you. I can go into detail about the whole tutu area, but I think you know where I'm coming from. But I think if we had a nice mask, if we're laying there masking our face, why not take care of this area? Just spread eagle, put your mask on and relax 20, 30 minutes, and you come out and it's soft and your skin feels lovely and you have no ingrown hairs. And you smell lovely and the mask is all cutesy and sweet. I know, Mark, I'm sorry. There's a lot of females on this channel, but I know I've got quite a few men on this channel also. But that's one thing that I would definitely invent and that I have been working on for some time, because I think this is important. I mean, mask everything else. I want everything to be smooth and purty. And of course, the next thing, and I wouldn't call it inventing, but I would want my own line, let's say, and maybe not my own line, but let me say this. I would want to put medical grade skincare in my own website, and instead of paying outrageous prices, because I know the wholesale prices, sell them just a little bit above wholesale, so every single one of my ladies can buy medical grade skincare for a smaller amount of money, because everybody is on a budget. A lot of ladies have already filed for Social Security. A bunch of us have. And I mean, we just don't want to go out and spend this exorbitant amount of money. Well, stupid here does, but what can I tell you? I'm 67, gonna be 68 next month, so I'm doing everything I can fighting this aging battle. But what if we had, think about this. Now, Mark, this is a good one for you to think about as I'm telling you this, that I have this wonderful, fabulous website called Ooh La La Beauty, and you go on this website and you can buy medical grade, you could buy Retin-A, you could buy a Revitalash or any type of lash enhancer, whatever you want to buy, and it's cheaper than you have seen on the internet before. That is something I also want to do. And that's just a little bug in your hair, ladies, okay? A little shot here that I gave you. Little surprise. Anyway, we'll go into that at, later time. And we'll discuss that further. But think about that, ladies. All right. And the last question of the day. Gosh, I'm blind today, Every day I get older, I get blinder. Okay. And then number 4. Sharon, there are several fall trends that look totally impossible for me to pull off with my body type. How do I wear them to stay on trend and look really fabulous without compromising my figure? I have worked on my skin and my makeup due to you YouTubers. I, as you call it, look like a superstar. But now I'm trying to put the wardrobe with it. Okay, girlfriend, stop concentrating on the trends. All right, and when I say that, I'm talking about concentrate on the classic pieces. That is what every woman in America needs to do. If you have several classic pieces, a black pencil skirt, nice black pants, black skinny jeans, blazers, okay, both moto blazers and your classic boyfriend blazers, and you've got them, in the white and the black and gray and maybe camel. That's what I'm talking about, classic pieces, and that's what you wear. All the time, stick with your classics because they are good every single year of your life. When you just go out and you just buy a whole lot of pieces of clothes, you are spending a fortune. Then you say, now what do I wear with this? Now what goes with that? But if you go to your closet and you see all classics standing there, and then you see your blacks together, your grays together, your camels together, your whites and off-whites. Anyway, you see all your classic pieces. You can mix and match and make a million outfits out of this group of classics. Let me tell you. Another thing I want you to concentrate on, the thing that I like to do with new trends when they come out, I like to concentrate on shoes, handbags probably. Of course, I do buy the classic handbags and use them year after year after year. I mean, I've got Chanel's, that go back as far as 1990 1995 or something like that that I still carry. You know, some of your classic pieces, you can do that. You can save them in, just like I got through saying, use them over and over. But jewelry is one thing. To accessorize with trendy jewelry, put those with your classics, then you're on trend. For instance, I don't know how many of you watch Marnie. I love her to death. She's here in Texas, down in San Antonio. And when Marnie gets on with some of her pieces from Bauble Bar, you'll notice she'll wear the fringe type earrings with some of her other classic tops. Just any little trendy thing just to set off the picture of being on trend. See what I mean? So don't go buck wild and buy a whole bunch of extra junk, because you know what? You're going to have to pitch it for the next year, because what's in trend now is not going to be the trend in the fall or the spring or the summer of next year, and so forth and so on. Stick with your classic pieces. And I would venture to stick with black and white and gray. You cannot fail matching those up. You cannot fail. Scarves are another great accessory piece to put with your classics. That'll dress it up or down. I personally love to tie scarves on my handbags. I carry my signature handbag, and I always have different scarves on there. Hot looking scarves, remind you, okay, girlfriends? And people stop me all the time and comment about my scarves on my handbags. So this is just something to think about. But stick with your jewelry pieces, scarves, little extra stuff like that, okay, for your trends. Stop concentrating on all this stuff out there. Pay no attention to the trends. Stick with the classics and just check out what the trends with accessory pieces are. And you are good to go, and you're going to save yourself a chunk of money, honey. Okay? And you will always be in style with classics. Okay, ladies, that's all my ranting for today. I want all of you to stay off the internet now. No sugar daddies for you ladies. I love each and every one of you. I hope you enjoyed this. It's so glad to be back on. I missed all of you. And to all my new subbies, thank you so much. It's so nice meeting you. Just adore each and every one of you. And until next week, give this video a big thumbs up, okay? And leave me a comment and tell me what you think about all this. I love you to death. Have a good week.